Hey guys, Chris from MyCrystalCuriosities. Welcome, hello. Hey, on this episode of what I'm going to call Chris Chat, I wanted to talk a little bit about why would you use a crystal energy worker? So, crystal healing has been happening for thousands and thousands of years. It goes way back to our indigenous ancestors. And, crystals have always been cherished and have been held of value. And right now, they probably couldn't be more trendy. And of course, everyone has jumped on the crystal bandwagon, especially in regards to chakra healing, which, I think everybody right now is really looking for a more holistic approach to their healing. And I applaud that. That's kind of showing an awakening and glad to see it. But the one thing that I did want to chit chat about just a little bit is, why would you want to use a crystal healer when there's so much information already on the internet? And, there's a lot of people out there who are selling crystals who do seem to give a lot of advice very freely, and it is regurgitated information on the internet. But I kind of wanted to say, caution to the wind on that because, it's really important. It's kind of like, and by the way, I never would ever want to compare this to the medical field because I always say you should always check with your own doctor before pursuing anything holistically. But it would be like this doctor giving the same antibiotic for everybody. It's just not always that simple. It's not just as simple as handing everybody a blue stone and saying, work on your throat chakra. We are all individuals and we all have a different energy. We all have different paths. We all have different pasts. And, our own experiences are what triggers and blocks the chakras. We can bring those in from past lives. It could be brought in from abuse, from trauma. So you don't just give, it's not a one, trick pony here. So I wanted just to kind of touch base with that a little bit. I'm very proud to be a certified crystal healer. And what that means is really that I have spent hundreds of hours through study, learning about crystals, how they're formed, what the different shapes mean, the different vibrations, different color therapy, Reiki, chakras through therapy through chakras with humans and with our animal friends. So I've spent a lot of time studying this. So I feel very compelled to have an opportunity when I get to talk to somebody about this because there is, being certified really means that I am able to hold space for the healing, that I'm able to help you kind of peel back the onion, so to speak, and really get to some of the underlying hurts or traumas that maybe you're looking to clear out. So it is very, very important that the client is open and willing to be open to the process. So, does being certified mean that I am more awakened or that I'm on a different spiritual path? No, we all are on our own path. We're all working on ourselves. People have, you might be asking, well, Chris, you don't seem to necessarily have your life in full order. Why are you qualified? And I would tell you, you are right. We're all works in progress. And, the one beautiful thing about this, though, is the healing that I hold the space for. This isn't about me, it's about you. So the information that I'm receiving, whether it's through meditation or any information that I get, this is about you, not about me. So I wanted to make that very clear. So what does a crystal healing maybe look like? I mentioned a little bit about meditation, and before I even get into conversation, I typically do, with permission of spirit, I usually go in and I will do a quick meditation trying to ground and asking for any information that I might need to know about you. Typically, I will get a few words that I scribble down, and then when we sit to talk, whether it's on the phone or whether it's live, I'm going to be asking you, what are your intentions of this healing? We need to be very, very clear of that. So we also talk about how open are you to the process of healing. And if there's any resistance, we want to talk through that to where you're comfortable at opening up and accepting information to come through. It's kind of what we call surrendering a little bit, and surrendering to the process and having faith. And then we'll also talk about that list that have written down, and we're going to go deep. It usually takes us on a different path, and we usually uncover some things. So it really is about healing. And anybody who's done any counseling or physical therapy knows that healing is a process. It is not one pill and you're done. It's not about sticking one crystal in your hand and saying, here you go, this is all you need to unblock that throat chakra. And because it's just not that simple. As we learned back in October during Chakra Week, there's a lot of ways to unblock a chakra, and we did talk about color therapy. But when I see somebody just kind of say, "Oh, just use this stone and you'll be fine," it's a little irresponsible in my opinion, because I don't think it's very fair to the consumer who might be really looking to do some healing, because most people aren't going to know what to do. They buy the stone. Most don't even know what am I meditating on? What message am I supposed to be asking? What do I do with the crystal after it's done? And there's a lot of unanswered questions. And that's where a crystal energy worker can step in and really kind of guide you, because it's a work in progress, okay? So I want to leave you with this. And I hope I cleared that up. I hope I at least kind of shared that a little bit, why I think it's so important to access a crystal energy worker. But I leave you with this. Anyone can sell you a crystal, but not everyone can facilitate or hold space for a crystal healing. So I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. You can either reply here, or you can certainly message me privately through Facebook, and I would love to answer your questions for you. Until the next time we chat, this is Chris with My Crystal Curiosities. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.